For quite some time, Marvel Studios has been having a field day sending fans on a wild goose chase to discover the main title for the third installment of Tom Holland's Spider-Man franchise. As expected, this development led to a number of wild guesses from fans, but thankfully, the studio has finally put us out of our misery and has revealed the title as Spider-Man: No Way Home. On the reveal board, there was a lot of scrapped titles and a bunch of other scribbles that might look meaningless to the ordinary eye. But in the real sense, they're not. In fact, some of them are Easter eggs that we bet you didn't notice. But not to worry, that's why we're here. In today's video, we'll be revealing some Easter eggs to watch out for in Spider-Man: No Way Home. Let's take a trip into the spider's web, shall we? Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more fun videos like this. The fake titles. There's no debate that the excitement and anticipation for the third installment of MCU's Spider-Man are beyond mind-blowing. Fans have been speculating on the official title for months now, and Marvel Studios did what they do best and took advantage of our wild imaginations by releasing fake titles as some sort of marketing strategy. While that sounds absolutely insane, you should know that it worked, because we ate it all up. With the first installment of the movie being titled Spider-Man: Homecoming and the second Spider-Man: Far From Home, fans were already certain that the third movie title would feature the word home in it. Knowing this, Marvel Studios, alongside its star cast Tom Holland, Jacob Batalon, and Zendaya, released the teaser titles on their Instagram pages. The words Homewrecker, Home Slice, and Phone Home were posted on each of the stars' Instagram pages. Although with the official release and confirmation of the actual title, you'd think the fake titles would be discarded. But think again. Let's take a deeper look at the situation, shall we? The color themes on the three fake titles were designed in silver, purple, and green. While these might look random, we've come to learn that nothing in Marvel's cinematic universe ever is. The color combinations are the colors of one of past Spider-Man's enemies, Norman Osborn, who is better known as the Green Goblin. This potential tease could be a clue that MCU plans on having the Goblin make an appearance in the upcoming movie. But we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? The Multiverse. The Multiverse is poised to be a big part of Marvel's Phase 4 releases, spanning from WandaVision, which debuted in January of 2020, all the way to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, slated to be released in May of 2023. The introduction of alternate universes and realities in the new Spider-Man movie has been nothing but rumors amongst fans. But with the release of the new title on a board with many other scrap titles, these speculations have become even stronger. Scrap titles like Homeworlds suggest multiple worlds might be introduced into the new movie. In fact, we even have an idea of how this might play out. In the last scenes of Far From Home, it was revealed that Spider-Man was Peter Parker, and subsequently, he was framed for Mysterio's, Jake Gyllenhaal's, death. Following the allegations leveled against him, it's possible that Spider-Man may have to run away from home, Earth. He might have to go on a journey into different realities and different worlds to try and fix things, and could maybe bring his friends along. The title No Way Home suggests that Spider-Man might get trapped in these alternate realities and have a tough time getting back home. The multiverse has already been a focus of various Marvel shows like Avengers: Endgame, Doctor Strange, and most recently WandaVision, with the Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff, Elizabeth Olsen, messing with the timelines and realities, but we'll wait to get to her in a bit. The Hexagons and Wanda Maximoff. The board that revealed the new title was filled with a bunch of other things other than scrapped titles. Most frequent were hexagonal-shaped drawings, and while these could be seen just as chemical diagrams, we've come to know Marvel to be a little more sophisticated than that. The hex could be a reference to Wanda Maximoff's created reality bubble dubbed the Hex in the WandaVision show. The Hex was the shape of the little town where Wanda was believed to hold its residents hostage, in order to star in her magically created reality TV show. The reference strengthens theories that the events in the season finale of WandaVision will play a huge role in No Way Home. In the season finale of WandaVision, we see Wanda as the all-powerful Nexus being that she is. For those of us that aren't comic book fans, let's break down what that means. Nexus beings are powerful individuals with the ability to manipulate alternate realities and dimensions, and as it turns out, the Scarlet Witch is one of them. After defeating Agatha Harkness and absorbing all her powers in the season finale, Wanda seems to be manipulating realities and dimensions using the Darkhold, possibly in search of her children who went missing in a previous episode. Her search through dimension after dimension and reality after reality could cause a multiversal chaos that even Agatha warned her against. All this leads us back to Spider-Man's multiverse debut, as the Wanda search through the realities is bound to mess up the timelines in some way, and Spider-Man's reality might be on the receiving end. This reality twist could be the gateway to what fans have been speculating for months now, the appearance of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-versions into Tom Holland's universe. While these are only speculations, it would line up perfectly if the shenanigans of Wanda were to somehow clash these alternate worlds, bringing Tom Holland together with his predecessors. The post-credit scenes from Far From Home already show evidence of alternate Spider-Man characters, with J. Jonah Jameson's appearance on a billboard shortly before Mysterio revealed Spider-Man's identity to the world. Dr. Octopus and Electro returns. While the Green Goblin's return is still a fan-originated idea, the return of other Spider-Man villains is much more substantiated. Dr. Octopus and Electro are villains from both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, respectively. And with the obvious introduction of the MCU Multiverse in No Way Home, we might see them make appearances. The appearances of these characters have been confirmed unofficially, with Alfred Molina and Jamie Foxx choosing to remain tight-lipped about reprising their roles. Dr. Octopus, who was the villain in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2, was a tortured scientist with hopes of creating the world's first fusion reactor with the help of his octopus-like mechanical tentacles tempting him to evil. His ambitious experiment went terribly wrong, resulting in a black hole of sorts that threatened to consume the planet. In the end, his humanity gave in, and he ended up sacrificing himself to save the planet. But the big question is, since he apparently drowned at the end of the movie, how does Marvel intend to resurrect him? Well, we have a theory for that. Seeing as the reactor ended up becoming a black hole, it's quite possible that Dr. Octopus was sucked into the black hole before he died. Seeing how black holes might just be gateways to other dimensions and universes, it's possible that Dr. Octopus was thrown into one of the infinite number of realities. He might make his way into MCU's current timeline as Wanda begins her dimension warping debacle. Again, it's still all speculation, but anything less would be pretty disappointing at this point. As for Electro, we have no idea how Marvel intends to pull off a resurrection, and he might just be replaced by an alternate version of himself alive in a different timeline, same as Jonah Jameson's character. Doctor Strange. When it comes to the multiverse, there's no one more qualified and equipped to handle any and every hurdle than the Ancient One himself. Marvel Studio President Kevin Feige has confirmed that the second installment of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness will build on Doctor Strange's narrative involvement in Spider-Man 3. Doctor Strange will undoubtedly be instrumental in the upcoming Spider-Man movie and possibly even make an appearance. It's been established that Wanda will most certainly cause some kind of chaotic effect through the multiverse in her desperate search for her children, and this might also be the point that Spider-Man gets pulled in. But seeing how Spider-Man isn't a creature of magic but more or less science, the logical option to stopping Wanda will have to be the Ancient One, Doctor Strange. It was actually pretty surprising that he didn't make an appearance in WandaVision after all her time in reality manipulations, with him being the guardian of our reality and all. Leaving Wanda unchecked till the next Doctor Strange movie might be too far ahead, and he might just make an appearance in No Way Home to assist Peter Parker in some way. Marvel and Sony have been pretty quiet about the actual plot of the movie, not letting on at all until they're ready. However, on a set photo from the movie with Tom, Zendaya, and Jacob, we see the shadow on Zendaya's shirt. Now, if you brighten up that image, the shadow looks a lot like Doctor Strange's head. It seems like he was descending from a high position, probably from a portal he opened. Given the fact that Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is filming at the same time as Spider-Man No Way Home, it's quite possible that Benedict Cumberbatch could make an appearance in No Way Home. Tony Stark's Arc Reactor. Another Easter egg to watch out for is the drawing of Tony Stark's arc reactor at the top left side of the whiteboard. The drawing is the image of the reactor that kept Iron Man alive and powered his suit. While Iron Man is dead in the MCU, it's still possible for him to make an appearance in a multiverse of multiple Tony Starks. The dimensional disruption that is bound to take place in the MCU thanks to Wanda is set to stir some things up, and maybe one of those might be introducing a new Tony Stark. If this happens, remember, you heard it here first. While it's fun to poke at Marvel and Sony's intended plot plans, we can't wait for the actual teaser video to be released. When the teaser is released, we'd either put some of these theories to rest or pat ourselves on the back for a job well done on figuring out Marvel's secrets. What or who do you think will be sure to make an appearance in No Way Home? Let us know down in the comments section below. Be sure to smash that like button, and I'll see you next time on the next video.